Hello and welcome to another video. This is David from davidmansaray.com. Now, let's say that you are trying to learn a language and you want to take yourself to the point where you can call yourself a fluent speaker. Now, before you're going to be able to call yourself a fluent speaker, you're going to have to take yourself through a number of different stages of learning, namely the beginner stage when you don't know so much about the language or perhaps the methodologies that are involved in learning a language, or stage 2, which is the intermediate stage where you are able to communicate quite considerably, but you do still have lots of gaps in your knowledge. And then finally we have the advanced stages where you're more or less confident and comfortable and just need to iron out a few things. Now, something that I found extremely helpful on my journey learning Spanish, Japanese, and now Italian as well is to speak with those that are more experienced than myself so that I can get some tips and tricks for how I can go about improving the way that I'm learning. Because I remember when I first started learning Spanish and I really didn't know how I should have been getting started, and I wasn't too sure what it meant to learn a language. And so I, browsed the internet, read books, and, collated my knowledge from all lots of different sources. And in the intermediate stages of learning Spanish, I've found it to be difficult to know how to push myself onto the next stage of learning, the more advanced stages. And there are lots of little tricks that are available for us to embrace to improve the way that we learn. Now, I came across this really, really interesting book called The Polyglot Project, which is been put together by Claude Cartaginez, who is the editor of this book, and it is a collection of interviews with what I would call the best language learners in the world, some of the best language learners in the world. Some of them speak 5 languages, some of them speak 10 languages, and some speak 20 languages, and I'm counting languages like they're chips, but honestly, these people are really remarkable. And so what I have done is approach Claude for the opportunity to speak with these language learners, and we've put together a fantastic resource of which contains a number of interviews with some fantastic language learners. Some of them are in this book, and some of them are not in the book. And what we have intended to do is to put together a resource that can be both motivational, inspirational, and also educational to those of you that may be learning a language. Now, you may be in the beginning stages of your learning, and there will be something here for you. You may be in the intermediate stages, and again, there'll be something here for you. And of course, if you are in the advanced stages trying to iron out the small errors or flaws that you may have in communicating, there is something here for you also. Now, we want this to be extremely as helpful as possible. So what I've done on my website, if you click through to the link below, you can sign up to a mailing list. And what you will be able to do as a result of being on that mailing list is ask questions to our up and coming guests. So if you do have any doubts yourself or some questions that you feel may have not been addressed in the episodes of these podcasts, then you can send an email through after I send an email out to you and letting you know who our guest will be. I do hope that these resources are going to be extremely helpful for you, because I know that when I started learning language, I would have loved to have something like this out there to help me to identify what I need to be doing next. And I've learned a lot of the things I've learned just from collating lots of information from different sources, but it really is great to have all of the resources in the same place. Now, this book is actually available on Amazon if you wanted it, and it's also available as a PDF download for free, and you can also click on the link below and you will be able to download it. Now, thank you very much for watching, and good luck, best of luck with your language learning.